From being obsessed with burgers and pizzas to being a star at chess and golf, here are things fans need to know about Carlos Alcaraz. Starting with the fact that he's had a passion for tennis ever since he was a baby. The tennis prodigy was born and raised in the charming village of El Palmar in Spain, where he first picked up a tennis racket at a very young age. His father, a former semi-pro player, owned a tennis academy, where Carlos spent countless hours perfecting his skills. His passion for the sport was evident from a very young age, and he quickly started to stand out in local tournaments. By the time he was 6, Carlos was already making waves in the Spanish and European junior circuits. He had won multiple titles and accolades, impressing coaches, fans, and fellow players alike with his technique, speed, and agility on the court. But Carlos' success didn't come without hard work and dedication. He spent hours each day training and practicing. Determined to become the best player he could be. His family and coaches supported him every step of the way, and he developed a strong sense of discipline and focus that would serve him well in the years to come. Through it all, Carlos remained grounded and focused on his goals. He knew that he wanted to make it to the top of the tennis world, and he was willing to put in the work to get there. Plus, it looks like all that hard work paid off because he's managed to make some really shocking records.
Never in doubt, an 18th consecutive win on Spanish soil for the top seed, Carlos Alcaraz.
For instance, did you know that the Spaniard is the first man to be born in the 2000s who won a major? At just 19 years old, he's already made waves in the tennis world by becoming the first man born in the 2000s to win a major.
Champion, Carlos Alcaraz.
And get this, he's only the third man born in 1990 or later to achieve the feat. He's following in the footsteps of tennis superstars like Dominic Thiem and Daniil Medvedev. Now, you know that the big three have been dominating the sport for over a decade, but Alcaraz is proving that the younger generation is a force to be reckoned with. His impressive win is a sign of things to come, and it's clear that he's one of the most promising young players in the game.
In celebrating and congratulating the 2023 BNP Paribas Open men's singles champion, Carlos Alcaraz.
And it's not just the public who has a lot of confidence in him. The star himself thinks he's very much like the GOAT Roger Federer. I bet you didn't know that he thinks his playing style is similar to none other than Roger Federer himself. Yes, you heard that right. It's no secret that Federer is one of the all-time greats of the game, with his incredible skills and effortless grace on the court. And now, the Spaniard is comparing himself to the Swiss maestro, saying that he sees a lot of similarities in their playing styles. Talk about confidence. Now, some might say that it's a bold statement to compare oneself to the Federer Express. But let's not forget that Alcaraz is no ordinary player. He's got the talent, the skill, and the drive to back up his claims. And he's been wowing audiences with his incredible performances on the court. Who knows? Maybe one day he'll be the next Federer, inspiring a whole new generation of tennis players to follow in his footsteps. And it looks like the brands, too, think he could be the next Federer. I mean, the man has tons of brand deals and endorsements already. You know what they say, when you're a rising star in the world of tennis, the endorsement deals just keep on coming. And that's certainly the case for Carlos Alcaraz. First of all, let's talk about his clothing and shoe sponsor, Nike. Alcaraz has been repping the swoosh since his amateur career, starting with Lotto and then being swooped up by Nike in 2015. And in January 2020, he signed his first professional contract with the brand. You can always spot him on the court sporting the Nike Air Zoom Vapor Pros on his feet. But that's not all. He also has a racket sponsorship deal with Babolat that stretches all the way back to 2013. He's using the Babolat Pure Aero VS racket with Babolat Aero Pro Drive strings in the mains and Babolat RPM Blast in the crosses. Talk about a pro. And as if that wasn't enough, Carlos has also recently added his name to the list of tennis players who have an association with Swiss watch manufacturer Rolex. And let's not forget about his collaboration with global car manufacturer BMW, which he announced via his social media accounts in July 2022. I mean, wow. But perhaps the most surprising endorsement deal of all is Alcaraz's partnership with food company El Pozo. Yes, you heard that right. The tennis star is now also in the food game, having signed a 3-year collaboration agreement in June 2022. With all these brand deals and sponsorships under his belt, it's clear that Carlos Alcaraz is a hot commodity in the world of tennis. But hey, all that money doesn't come easily, and Carlos' extensive training routine is the perfect representation of his hard work. His journey to the top was not an easy one. After getting the green light from tennis legend Juan Carlos Ferrero, Alcaraz had to balance between his life in Murcia and his training at Ecolite, Ferrero's academy in Villena. But that was just the beginning. The young athlete had a plan, and that plan involved spending more time with his coach and less time in his hometown. Despite being only 19 years old, Alcaraz is already a superstar with an entourage to match. His team goes beyond just Ferrero and his hometown coach, Molina. He's got Alberto Lledo as his fitness coach, Juanjo Moreno as his physio, and let's not forget his crew back home, including Alex Sanchez as his fitness coach, Fran Rubio as his physio, and Juan Jose Lopez as his doctor. With a team like that, Alcaraz is surely destined for greatness. But having a crazy team in no way means that he doesn't eat what he doesn't like, because Carlos has a very interesting diet. He once mentioned that he doesn't really follow a strict diet, but he tries to take care of himself. He said that he's learned what's good for my career and what's not, but when it's time to indulge a little, he doesn't hold back. When it comes to his diet, Alcaraz prefers fish over meat and loads up on pasta, which he believes is great for athletes. He also revealed that he's fortunate to be able to eat a lot without gaining too much fat, and he loves eating salads, rice, and sushi. But don't let his healthy eating habits fool you, as the young tennis star also enjoys the occasional burger and pizza. He said he's not much into desserts or sweets, but when he's in Murcia, he likes to treat himself to a juicy hamburger or a cheesy pizza from time to time. Now that's a relatable diet, and if you think tennis is his only passion, you're in for a surprise. Think of the Spaniard as a jack of all trades. He's obsessed with a lot of sports other than tennis, including football. In fact, he's a huge Madridista and has even said that he dreams of meeting Kylian Mbappe one day. Also, besides football and tennis, he's also super fond of golf and is even seen playing the sport in his free time.
Taking care of business. A phenomenal effort. He goes to 15 under par. He's playing like a champion here.
But that's not it. Rumor has it, the Murcian also loves mind games and is often seen playing chess. Now you see why I called him Jack of all trades. He really does it all. And that, folks, was everything you need to know about Carlos Alcaraz.